Nothing. Yeah.
Hi everyone, Travis here and welcome to this week's Trade with Precision free newsletter. I just want to discuss 6 markets with you today. They're basically the markets that I'm really going to be keeping an eye on over the next couple of days, if not for the rest of the week, and I thought I'd just give you a bit of a heads up regarding them. The first one is I've got mini gold up here. You can see last week gold broke through its all-time high and has pushed up very nicely. The daily has just been continually pushing up. These indicators are still pushing high, showing us that there's no divergence whatsoever, and it looks like this could just keep pushing on for quite some time now. Now, if we come down to the lower time frames, this is where I like this on the 240. You can just see we've been getting these nice pullbacks to the 10-period moving average, giving us plenty of opportunities to get into this market and get some nice long trades out of that. So I still like that for the rest of this week. I think there's still some good movement in that. Also, another market I like is the mini silver market. This too has had a very good run over the last month or so. Look at the daily, just continually pushing up. Now these are the sort of markets you want to be identifying and trading. Indicators pushing higher too. So this just looks fantastic on those time frames. Now coming down to the 240 looks probably even better than gold, really, in the sense that it's just pushing up so nicely and so smoothly. Plenty of opportunities to get into that. So these are the markets, and this is why I always say that you should be looking across a large number of markets to find those markets that are trending the best. Right now, gold and silver are, so you should be trading them in and out as much as you can, or even just jumping on those longer term moves and holding them for as long as you can. Trade where the smart money is and where the easier money is, and that's definitely 2 markets right now you should be watching. I just want to have a quick look at the YM. Just come to the daily chart off that. Now on this, you can see the weekly's been pushing up quite nicely. It had this strong resistance level around here. It was about the 10,500 mark. Managed to break through that. Has come back, had a bit of a test back to the 10-period moving average, and had a big day on Friday. Now there's not really any resistance at all until we get right up to about 11,000 up here. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this have a bit of a breather, maybe today or tomorrow, before pushing on higher. But as long as there's no more surprises out of the States from an economic point of view, I wouldn't be surprised to see this push up towards this 11,000 mark. Now there's no big economic data coming out at the start of this week, so I think we could have a decent push up here. Now looking to the Forex markets, one that I think the Aussie here, I think could be due a pullback. Now when that pullback is going to come, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is starting to get a little bit overextended and looks like it could have a rest. We've got a very solid month or so on the weekly straight up. We've got on the daily, we're pushing up very nicely, and has just started now to get a little bit overextended. But when I come down to these lower time frames, that's what's sort of catching my eye a bit. So coming down to the 240, we're starting to get some divergence coming in on these higher time frames. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this. I'm still very bullish the dollar, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this pull back towards this 50-period moving average before then continuing on its way. Now that 50-period moving average coincides with the about the 10-period moving average down there on the daily. So that would be a nice healthy pullback on the daily before pushing higher, and I think that a pullback to the 50s expected with that divergence on the 242. Now another Aussie pair that I was looking at is Aussie Yen. Let me just bring that up. Now with the Aussie Yen, it's broken through the key 80 level, has come back to retest that, and now is looking quite strong, so it could push higher. So I've got this my pink line drawn in here at the 80, was managed to break through that quite a psychological level. You can see back here, found resistance and some good support back there, has broken through it, come back to retest it now, has found support and is pushing higher. So I think longer term over this week going forward, we definitely could see that go higher too. Now just one final one I look at is Euro Yen. Just wait for that one to come up. Now Euro Yen is at very strong resistance. You can see here on the weekly, this resistance line is from some time back, even from back in 2009, and has really struggled to break up through it all of this year. Now it's sitting right at that level, so it's at a very key point there on the weekly. If that will break through, who knows? But it's an area to watch. So on those smaller time frames, if we can see some weakness coming in, we may be able to get a short off that, or it may actually break up through that, and we can either get that trade that as a break or trade it as a retest. So there are just 6 markets that I'm going to be looking at this week and keeping a close eye on. And as I've always said, look for those markets that are trending the best. They are definitely the ones that are easiest to make the most money on. Okay, I hope you have a great week trading, and I'll speak to you again next week.